Hi there, you are welcome to Perspectives, the show that is designed to take you that one step closer to a better life. And my name is Emmanuel Utomi. Thank you for joining me. You know what? This show is designed to achieve two main goals. One is to get you to question your beliefs. To question those thoughts that you are now taking for granted. Actually, to get you to the point where you recognize the thoughts and the ideas that you're taking for granted, and then question them. Question why you're taking them for granted. Also, this show is designed to challenge you to develop a progressive and a solution-based mindset in the face of challenges, in the face of difficulties, in the face of the barriers that you're experiencing, to develop a stepping stone mindset as opposed to a stumbling block one. And you know what? If you like this video, if you like the content, please do feel free to share them and also like them, please. And somewhere in front, either here or there, I don't know, but somewhere in front is a subscribe button. Please subscribe. That way you'd be alerted when I release more videos. And share these videos. Someone you know, someone that you also don't know might need to hear the contents of these videos as well as previous ones or the ones that are coming. So do feel free to share them. Right. Today, I'd like to talk to you about this. This is the finishers medal for the Bournemouth Half Marathon. I completed this sometime, I think it was on the 4th of October this year, but I did not run, I walked. And some of you are like, so what was the big deal? Oh, just hold on, I'll tell you why. I did not run because I had to actually complete this with a friend of mine. And I'd like to tell you a bit about my friend. You see, as far as I'm concerned, he's Superman. And I'll tell you why. He was born about 3 months ahead of time. And 2 days after he was born, he actually suffered a brain hemorrhage, which left him with cerebral palsy. Now, what that meant was that he was going through or experiencing a degenerative condition that would eventually lead him to use the wheelchair. But you know what? His parents put together resources, sent him to school, special schools, where he developed his mind. He eventually completed school, actually went to university and completed that, started work. But of course, the condition was taking its toll on his body. So at some point he decided to stop work and got involved in athletics. And he started to push himself. Now, despite what the doctor's reports were, he decided that he was going to do things his way. He loved challenges, so he started going to the gym. He started getting involved in athletics. He started walking, despite the fact that he uses a walking stick. His mom actually told him that every step he took, which was based on what the doctors had informed them, that was like him walking around with an extra 100 pounds on his back. So when I met him, he became one of the people that inspired me the most, because I remember the first time I met him. Here's someone who finds it's a struggle to walk. He uses a walking stick, and where the meeting was scheduled was actually on the 3rd floor. And he said he wasn't going to use the lift. And he went on ahead of me and told me, well, Emmanuel, if you can keep up, let me know. And I said to myself, who is this guy? But as I got to know him, I realized that he's someone that has pushed himself so far to overcome the limits and the challenges that quote unquote nature had placed on him. And he was living a much more fulfilled life than some of the people that I know today. So we completed this race that actually took us about slightly over 3 hours, about 13.1 miles in all. We completed it. And when we completed this race, I looked at him. He wasn't panting. But for me, perhaps the most surprising thing about completing this race was that we started last, because we could not go with the flow of everyone. So we allowed everyone to run ahead because it was actually a race, and we started to walk. But before we completed that race, we actually outpaced 5 other contestants in that race. This is a testimony to how fit this, my friend, had become over the years. And when I look at him, I am forced to ask myself certain questions. I'm forced to ask myself questions about the quote and unquote natural limitations that I perceive that I have, or that I actually have, and the excuses that I've been giving myself for not overcoming those natural limitations and going ahead to live a much more fulfilled life. And perhaps it's the same question I'm asking you today. My friend has been able to put himself through he goes to the gym, walks an average, I think he says spends nothing less than about 5 hours every day walking, just to keep fit, just to ensure that his muscles are developing the way they should. If he can do that, what about you and I? What are the natural limitations that you perceive that you have? Or what are the natural limitations that you actually have? If there's someone who has been able to overcome these limitations somewhere in the world to move on to live a much more fulfilled life, so can you. So maybe it is time for you to start questioning the things that you believe. Or maybe it is time for you to develop a solution mindset towards those limitations. I guarantee you this. When you eventually overcome those challenges, just like my friend, you will become a source of inspiration to those around you. Please think about this and please share your thoughts. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for your time, and bye-bye.